Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to youtube.com/1hourshower, the coolest channel on YouTube. This video is about walking away from a toxic situation, and recently I was in one and I left it, and I think it's important that I share it with you. About a year ago I contacted a podcast that I like very much and said, hey, I'd like to work with you guys. I can do creative writing, I can help book guests, I can help with promotion and listener engagement. And at the time they wrote back and they said, you know, we don't do creative writing, we're not scripted, we don't need that, we're going to pass. So fast forward about a year, which is a couple weeks ago, I wrote to them again an email and I said, hey, same kind of pitch, a little bit different. And they said, call in, we'll do an interview with you and we'll see how it goes. I called them, the interview went well, and they said, tell you what, if you can book us some guests, meaning celebrities, then you can be hired. So what I did was I started an Instagram page, a Twitter account, a Facebook fan page, and an email address that looked very professional because this podcast was very amateur. I ended up getting someone for the show, they did an interview, a celebrity, and it went really well. But throughout the entire process, the people that I was writing with were pretty aggressive and nasty and hostile to me. And at first I said, you know, I'm just going to stick with this, I'm going to hang in there, even though it's not the way that I want to be treated, and it's not the way that I treat people. But again, I hung in there, and I just said, okay, you know what, I'm going to do my very best, and I'm going to use this as an experience for me to grow, take this experience and apply it somewhere else where they will treat me good. So I work a lot. I work about 60 hours a week, and on my only day off, I woke up to an email from one of the people that works for the show, and it was just very nasty, very aggressive, and it ruined my day off. I couldn't shake it. I was so bothered by it. And that's just the kind of person I am. I don't treat people poorly. I treat people with love and courtesy and respect and kindness. So when I was getting this negative energy, this negative attitude, it really threw me off. I went for a massage, actually, my first massage ever, which I had scheduled a week before. It wasn't because of this experience that I scheduled it. It was already scheduled. But I went to it, and I enjoyed the massage, but I couldn't even really get into it. I was so distracted. I was checking my phone every few minutes. And I said to my wife, I said, this is not going well. And she said, I told you it might not. So what I did was I wrote an email to both of the people that work for the show, and I said, I'm going to walk away. It was an incredible experience. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And one of the guys wrote back and said, show business isn't for everyone. Not thank you for what you did, or you know, I'm sorry you felt this way, or what exactly bothered you about it. It was just, hey, take it easy, good luck. So there really was no love there was no care or respect there, and you know, it threw me for a couple weeks, and I learned from it. Now I want to share that with you, and also what I did wrong, what I did right, and what I've learned from it that might help you guys if you're in a toxic situation, because they are not fun, nobody deserves them. So let's do this right now and figure out how to get out of them. So first things first, a lot of times we don't even realize we're in a destructive relationship or a negative relationship, which is important because later on down the road you have to look back at that and say, I didn't know I was getting into this, you know, to avoid blame. So you don't blame yourself for doing it and say it's my fault, because it's not. This is good because I'm good, I'm going to make it work, I'm going to bring what I know as being my best self to this relationship. So when it goes bad, it's easy to turn the blame either outward and blame everyone else, or inward and blame yourself. And both of those are not good. The how and the why you ended up here isn't important right now. It will be important later when we get to the end of this, but not right now. So like I said with my story, my wife was warning me from the very beginning. She said, Joe, I don't think you're going to like this. This isn't good. It doesn't seem like a good situation. I'm telling you, you're not going to like it. But I barreled through. I said, no, it's great. I'm telling you. Why would it go bad? If I'm giving 100% of my energy, which I believe is great energy, why would somebody be negative to me? Why would they be nasty to me? And she said, okay, you know, I don't think it's going to go well. Now, what's important about that isn't that she warned me. It's that she was in on what was going on. She had her own, I informed her of this new relationship that I was entering, this new dynamic, and my wife, the closest person to me, was aware of that. So it's very important that whatever you do in life, anything, especially relationships, both professional and personal, to tell those around you. Even if you just share a little bit with them, that's fine, but hopefully you can share some of the details so they're in on everything and you have that support system in place. So what's important, and one of the things that I didn't do, was establish boundaries early on. I should have said early on in the relationship, wait a second, I have boundaries here, and the way I'm being spoken to isn't within those boundaries. I don't feel that that's the way I like being spoken to, and I'm going to walk away. what I did was I said, you know, these are my boundaries for everything else in life, but let me apply different boundaries for this because this is a different situation. That was a mistake. I should not have done that. I should have applied everything I know as being integral to my life and my happiness and my structure and my safety to this relationship. I shouldn't have changed for this person or for these people. That was a mistake, and that's something that I can learn from. Remember, any relationship that you have, both personal and professional, is an investment in time, of your time and your energy, and you only have so much of that. Here I am now spending hours of my week building someone else's life up. I'm building their business, their brand, their relationships, when I should be building my own. One of the things that I ended up doing that was important to walking away from the relationship was standing up for myself. I finally said, you know, I don't like being spoken to like this. This isn't who I am. This isn't what I want. This isn't what I like. And early on in that relationship, I wasn't saying that. I was saying, okay, you know what, I'm going to hang in there. I'm going to be tough. I'm going to, you know, just ignore it and look at the big picture. But it was draining me, really, really draining me. And when I finally did speak up and stand up for myself, the others in my life, my friends and my family, they were impressed by that. They said, that's the Joe that I like, the one who stands up for themselves. And it felt good. It was liberating to stand up for myself. And that was when I knew it was time to walk away. And that's important for you guys in your relationships, if they are dysfunctional, knowing when to walk away. When you stand up for yourself and you say those things that you want to say, that's a time where you say, if it doesn't change, I'm walking away. So you stand up for yourself and you're prepared. You're prepared to walk away, or you're prepared for real change from those other people or that other person. And as we know, people don't always change. They don't always magically become what you want them to be or what you envision. They are just that same person that they were before you spoke up for yourself. So most likely, and what I would suggest and what I'm going to do for myself in the future is when I speak up for myself, I'm walking away. They're going to go hand in hand, and that's what happened this time, and I'm glad I did it. And one of the things that's important about walking away or separating from a dysfunctional situation is doing it peacefully. And a lot of the times you're going to feel a sense of ego or pride in those moments to say, and by the way, you talk to probably everybody this way, or by the way, if you ever talk to me like that again, there's going to be real problems. I like to walk away peacefully, and I like to walk away with respect, and that's very important. I'm okay with the other group of people or the other person feeling like they've proven something or they've gotten one over on me. That's fine. You don't want that person coming back down the road and speaking badly about you, or coming back and saying, hey, you know what, and by the way, and finishing up some thoughts. Just walking away with some class. I think that's very important, even if that person was a complete jerk. And after you walk away, I think it's very important that you remove connection with that person. Try your best not to be involved with them, whether it be on their Instagram or on their Facebook or in their text messages, or with a group of friends that they know, or with a girl or a guy that they know. Try your very best to completely separate, to be removed entirely from that person's life. I'm really going to remove myself from that situation because I don't want to waste any more time. Any time I spend at this point, which is after walking away and after doing it with class and respect, any time I spend with them is a waste of time. And really what it is you're still in that relationship. Even though you think it's over, you're still in it. If you're doing things that involve that person or those people, the best thing to do is completely walk away. Really, really cutting all ties in a nice, calm way. And now is the part where you can sink your teeth into the why and how this happened, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of working through it with you guys. And you can do that, explore the how and why with that person that you confided in or those people that you confided in. Or you can do it anonymously, online, or in a group of people that you might know, or you can be vague, you don't have to be specific, to try and figure out those things, why and how and what can we do differently, because that's the fun part. For me, the reason why I did that, why I wrote to those people, was because I wanted to do something fun. I wanted to help someone. I wanted to be a part of something great. And you know what I was doing in the meantime? I was ignoring this, my 1 hour shower. This is really what I wanted to do. But my fear of getting back into this and my fear of committing to this overtook me, and it pushed me into trying to promote someone else's brand and make someone else great and make their show great when I should be making my own show great. That's why I did it. And everything happens for a reason. During the experience of getting into this show and trying, I confided in an old friend of mine who said, I miss your videos, your 1 hour shower videos. There was a video that he mentioned, which is my A-list celebrity omelet video, which only has a couple hundred views. he referenced that video and he said, that made me laugh. I missed that. You should be investing in your own time, in your own company, in your own brand. And that energy that you have, Joe, it's incredible and it's great, but apply it to your own life. And he was right. It was the push that I needed. But I would love to hear from you guys. Are you in any toxic relationships now that you want to get out of or that you've recently gotten out of? And do you need help getting out of them? What's going on? Tell me. And as I said in my last video, I have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Twitter account. Make sure you guys subscribe to those because on my Instagram page, I'm going to be doing a short video every day just talking to you guys. And whether it's on the Facebook page or here on YouTube, I'm going to stream live soon. Please comment, subscribe, and rate to youtube.com/oneHourShower. Peace. And get out of that toxic relationship. Go on.